One.
Good morning, people. You made it through, hopefully with limited bodily injury, and now we are on to the second half of the course. Now, we have 7 days left, 7 school days left, and we are going to do 2 units and 3 summatives, and 3 of those summatives are going to take 3 days, so maybe we have more. That's why I'm not a math teacher. But the moral of the story is the pace in the second half of the course is faster. But the saving grace is you're doing less work. You're doing less work and more of it counts towards your grade. So let's take a look at the Unit 2 checklist. The Unit 2 checklist right here, look at that. That's reasonable. There was like double this amount of stuff on Unit 3. So hopefully you're looking at this and you're going, the one crazy day is this day. We'll talk about it closer to the time, but you can see here on July 19th, there's 2 things to do in the Unit 2 summative stuff, and both of those things are for marks. And then once you're done that, you still need to go to Unit 4 and do the first chunk of Unit 4. So if you're looking at your week and trying to plan stuff out, Thursday is probably not the best day for you having a life outside of 4U. The other days, more reasonable, especially today. Today's easy peasy lemon squeezy because I need you to be independent because I have a lot of marking to do tomorrow and I honestly don't have time to be helping you all that much. So that's why I've made it simple. You've got a little organizer here, a little graphic organizer, and you've got 2 discussions. You've got a discussion about sound. You get to watch some videos on YouTube, make sure you got some speakers, and then you get to do a sketch note, which is super fun, and put it on the discussion board. So a lighter day might not take you 6 hours, but you probably spent more than 6 hours in the course yesterday. So it all balances out. So let's head over to the content. So we are now in Unit 2. And if you can't see Unit 2, that means you're not done Unit 3. So get on that. I gave you a list earlier today about all the things that you needed to do and that I was missing. And so if you follow that list that I gave you in the pager this morning, you should be good to go. So Unit 2, it's one of my favorite units. And it is all about media. You'll notice when you get your evidence record that we've done a bunch of reading stuff and some writing stuff, but we haven't really done any listening or speaking stuff, and we haven't done any media stuff for marks. So we're going to be doing that half right now. So you're going to read the content. It's all about media. Look, we've got some FNMI stuff. Bringing it back from the first unit. Then we have a nice little history of podcasts. Podcasts are important because we are going to be looking at podcasts in this unit. So once you read the content, you're going to go to the assignment page. You're going to see the 3 tasks on the agenda for today. So task number 1, you're going to be completing this chart. It's here. It's kind of ugly, so feel free to put it in Google Doc or make it pretty. You just need to have these 3 things on the top, and you are going to use the 3 medias, the podcast, the written text, and the Heritage Minute. You can see those on this side, and you're going to look at the different codes and conventions that these medias use. Okay? If you are unfamiliar with some of these, please look them up. I am very confident in your Googling skills, but if you don't know what cadence is and you page me, I'm going to give you a link to this. This is, let me Google this for you. And so literally, I love this. All it does is it's going to send you a link of me Googling cadence for you. And it's kind of my passive-aggressive way of saying, please try and figure it out. So you can do it. Or if you really want, you can just use codes and conventions that you know about, like lighting or music or sound effects. Assignment 2 is about sound, and there are a couple of cool videos here that are required watching. You read a lot of essays in Unit 3, now you've got to do some required watching. So there's stuff on game, there's stuff on radio, and there's stuff on movies. So I want you to watch one of these. So watch one. And use it to formulate your response in the discussion board. So if you start watching one and you don't like it, then pick another one, but you got to pick one. So you're going to be talking about how media constructs reality through these signs and symbols and the use of sound. And the last thing you're going to do is my favorite, is a sketch note. You are going to sketch note your learning from this lesson. So stuff you've learned from here, stuff you've learned from watching the Marshall McLuhan stuff, and stuff that you learned in the content. And you are going to sketch note it on a piece of paper. And you're going to take a picture of it and upload it to this discussion group. If you would prefer to do your sketch note on your iPad or whatever, or Paint or Google Draw, I don't care. But got to do a sketch note. You got to post it to the discussion board. I'm only asking you to reply to one peer on this one, so it's a little bit of a break. So those are the things that I want you to do. If you have questions, try and figure it out yourself. And if you can't figure it out yourself, throw me a page and I will get to you as soon as I can. And that is all. So have a great day, and we will see you on the other side.